Hello. This video is a short demo of my Rogue Handler card deck, and now I'm just going to swap camera a second to. There you go. So it's a big deck. It's 200 cards, but they're double-sided, so you've got 400 sort of faces. Um, Now I can't really get them on camera easily that way, so I'm just going to take a sample of them here. So the front of the face contains really three parts. Three parts. The first one is you just get this uh, sort of a face. It allows you to put a face to an NPC. You can just use them as a simple kind of visual oracle. There's a mix of ages and genders in here. So that is just the face from that side. Next to it here is a random NPC kind of data, and what you get is a first name, family name, date of birth, last name, address, and a zip code. And I'm not sure I can guess it clearly on there, but this is Daryl Ross. He's got a date of birth there, which is the 10th of May 1944, and then he's got an address here in I can't read upside down, but that's Calais Blancos SJ. So where's this one? Let's have a look. Yeah, there's one in Berlin. Um, that one's in India, Illinois, Nebraska. So there's a mix in here. So you can use these as an address, or you can use them as locations for clues, or you, just you can use all the various bits of data as inspiration uh, in your games. Now the last bit at the bottom here is the yes no oracle. And so I have the likelihoods listed down the side from very likely to very unlikely, and then you given that likelihood, would the answer have been yes or no? And if we go through them, they're just random. So you just decide the likelihood and then deal the next card. So that's the fronts, as I like to think of it. Yeah. So the reverse of the deck is the investigation oracle. Now, I'll just take a few here. So the investigation oracle. Oops, wrong way. Right, there we go. What you've got is the top section is victim, culprit, deed, means, and motive. And what you would do is you would use a different card to answer each question. So the first one there, the victim is a scientist. When your character got to the point, or maybe just in the briefing, if you want to know how this, what happened to this scientist, well, the deed was a burglary. What happened. Oh, well, you got a means of asphyxiation here. Now, we could ask, if we just go to the other side here, did they die, or was it just an attack where they passed out? And it's likely that they so if you're going to strangle someone, it's likely that they were killed, and likely says yes. So yes, they're dead. So they actually died. And who is the suspect or the culprit at the moment is a serving army officer. So you would reveal these as your character learns the facts. There's more data in here as well. That this one has a science row, because in Cthulhu type games, the sciences and research and academics come up so much. I put a science option here, and so it has a science, and it's the study of the sun. So that's what this scientist was studying. Now, if you wanted to know where our uh, serving army officer was deployed, they were deployed. Their deployment was in Jordan. So that gives you an extra detail about their sort of background. Now, there's some sensory oracles in here as well, and none of them are nice. So this one, a sight. So if you were to break into, kick in the door of the officer's apartment, here it says, right, so the site oracle says duplicates of everything. Every item in view has an exact twin. So this is these are intended to be a little bit odd to put something out there which is yeah, a little bit of the weird or the macabre. This one says the site is a mummified foot. And you could read that two ways, as in kind of literally an Egyptian style mummy, or just a foot that was amputated so long ago it's all dried out. We've got sounds there, and the sounds here is a child singing a nursery rhyme. Now, that's just something that your character hears. Where that sound is coming from, it could be an actual child, it could be a recording, it could be the TV that's been left on. It's just something for your character to kind of experience there. And the smells here, this one says ozone. So if for some reason you wanted to know, what your character was smelling, this one says burning rubber, and that came up in when I was actual playing, and I interpreted that as it was actually the burning tires as the suspects or made their getaway. And the last little bit is a thing called conspiracy, and this is where, especially if you're playing this with one of the Delta Green type games like Fall of Delta Green or Arc Dreams Delta Green or a modern day Call of Cthulhu, lots of these conspiracies relate to, you can Google them all. They're all kind of real things. That one says the Mount Hope 3. This is the MK Ultra, Operation Alsos, Project Blue Book. They're you you can just sort of, if you don't know what they are, you can Google them and sort of put some of the elements of that into the conspiracies. Oh, and the final bit down here is we've got little dice things, so D4, D6, 8, 10, 12, and D100. So you can use them as a dice oracle. I think every number comes up. The reason there were 200 cards is every possible number, including the D100, comes up at least twice. So if you've seen the 00 go by, or you'd probably want an 01 in Call of Cthulhu, there is another one in the deck. So we've got dice rolls, we've got yes no oracle, you've got thematic oracles, and you've got the picture oracle on the cards. And this deck is available as a digital deck in PDF format and as images of every card. And it's also available. So there's the PDF you can print at home. There's individual cards you can upload to dice rollers, or you can print on something like Avery labels to make it your own little cards. And now, as of today, the physical deck will go on sale. So that's it. That is my Rogue Handler Oracle deck. Thank you.